Gucci YouTube, it's your boy Black Uchi got 3 long face, skinny body, and we back still black with some more fire Boruto anime manga content. If you're in the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, smash that like button, share the video with your friends, and then let's hop into the business. Yes, sir, ski. How are they gonna take this approach with, killing off the main character? And in certain animes and certain storylines, when they do decide to kill off the main character, be it whether it be like the way they end the story or maybe some critical turning point in the story, and then later on obviously where they bring back the main character, like my best right now, or the easiest example I can pull from, is Jujutsu Kaisen. We've seen earlier on in season one, those y'all who are Jujutsu Kaisen fans, you already started off the anime like, yeah, Itadori, he needs to die, like he got to go, he got to kick the bucket, like that's just it, right? So we go on, and then starting off early in the story, we get a situation where everybody around believes that Itadori is dead, and we see what it does for automatically the anime. We see what it does for characters like Noburaba and motherfucking Megumi, how they're developing, or how they're, carrying on in a sense, and how the characters, in this time, you see the other main protagonist, will try to carry on the main protagonist will, or how they, feel about him, or how his death ultimately motivated them, bringing out strength in these niggas and shit like that. Now, obviously, all of that typical cliche shit can be definitely going down for Boruto, in a sense, like, niggas been questioning, oh shit, Sarada's gonna have to watch Sakura or Sasuke, somebody die closer. It's gonna have to be, Sakura or Sasuke, most likely gonna have to be Sasuke. Triggers, we understand characters like Chocho, characters like Mitsuki, characters like Boruto can also trigger, emotional damage like that. So we also have to take that into account. But also I'll take it into account, when it comes to characters like Sarada, it's always been like an opposite when it comes to a parallel with her progression versus her father, where situations where Sasuke had maybe heavy emotional hatred or heavy emotional feelings that weren't very positive to help develop his powers, versus Sarada was very not very negative emotions, but they were positive emotions that helped push and develop her powers and her ocular jutsu all in all. But however, bro, how can Boruto staying dead ultimately affect the story? Mostly, I'm just really here to say that I believe if Kishimoto is not bringing back Boruto next chapter, meaning that if next chapter Boruto is not hanging on life's door, kind of like how you see with Naruto Sasuke in the 4th grade Shinobi War, like I stated in my earlier video, if we don't see that, I really am not gonna complain with keeping Boruto out the manga for another 2 chapters, maybe 3 chapters. There have been times where we haven't had Boruto in the manga chapters and he's just basically sidelined, maybe like nothing's crazy going on with him, but we're focused on different aspects of the story. But this point, it can be like Boruto can be like the main catalyst, but however, he's still not going to be in the picture, if you get what I'm saying. Now, they can use this time to properly figure out or properly develop a way, unless they already have, of how to bring Boruto back, or how maybe to implement different aspects as they creep into Timeskip territory, because it's just obviously being thrown right there in our faces. Like, yeah, we're gonna be pushing up to a point where everybody's gonna have to take a step back and start hitting the books, start hitting the training grounds and getting bigger, you feel me, hit the weight rooms, because that's really at the point that we're getting in Boruto's part 1 story. Now, how are they gonna basically go about Boruto's death? Like I said, man, I don't even know, going as far as having a funeral for Boruto, maybe that would definitely be good. Overall, I'm saying it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good for the story, because like, it's gonna draw readers in. Like, right now, this whole shit, we were going into this battle, definitely niggas was expecting the death. At the end of the day, push came to shove, niggas like, damn, Shikamaru is really about to gonna be the one to kick the bucket. Why the fuck is he joining the fight? Out of nowhere, even right after Naruto shows up, it's really this nigga Boruto. This show is called Boruto Naruto Next Generation. This nigga Boruto is biting the dust, bro. Nigga Kawaki put a gaping hole through this man's chest. So do y'all really believe that he's gonna be stopped breathing at the end of chapter, or even at the start of chapter 67, right? Or do y'all believe that maybe something Momoshiki is going to do that triggers Boruto? However, Boruto staying dead at this point, it can be good. It can definitely be good. Now, the bad thing about that, right, is they're cutting off like I ain't want to say the potential because they've been like Momoshiki's been living up to it, right? But they just cutting off his greatness a little too short, because at this point it's like they're doing all of this to stop Momoshiki, right? If Boruto's coming back to life, let's exclude any type of possibility, including the Karma Silk or connected with Momoshiki. Let's just say Boruto comes back to life either via his Jogan, or maybe Amado had another grand scheme master plan and helped Boruto come back to life. He was working with Kawaki and Boruto the whole time. But anyway, in the day, Boruto's going to come back to life and there's going to be no more Momoshiki. How would you guys feel? Or how would you guys feel like Boruto died and Momoshiki died along with him? And now the process of, okay, now we're going to do this little small period without Boruto, that's really them waiting on Boruto to come back. And the whole thing is like, he's going to come back. It's going to take a longer process in order for him to come back without Momoshiki. And that was a step Boruto and Kawaki maybe was willing to take. Like, all right, we can get rid of us right now. We can get rid of me and Momoshiki, but it's going to take me probably like 2 or 3 years to come back to life on my own. And that's really how it goes. Maybe in that process, we learn more about Boruto's Otsutsuki genetic genes. Maybe we even learn more about Momoshiki, and that's not going to completely rip him off like that. Or they're just going to go ahead and find a way to implement the Jogan. Now, I do believe they can't be done with Momoshiki. They can't be done with Momoshiki. So I don't want to say Boruto can't be dead, because at the end of the day, he can come back and Momoshiki can come back too. I really want to fall under the belief, and I've touched about this, and I really elaborated on this idea, but I really want, I want it to be like, well, maybe Boruto does die. Momoshiki's out the picture with him. However, when he comes back to life, it's really out of everybody's control, and it's just due to his Jogan, and that is what the triggers, between the internal war, even though it's already been going on, but between Momoshiki and Boruto, where it's like Momoshiki's like, yeah, that was pretty close, a little too close. Now I can't even let myself be dormant in your body. It's on go, and every time, like, he's gonna try to take over Boruto's body one last time in a drastic effort, maybe possibly give Boruto the scar on his right eye. However, Boruto staying dead, it really does, it pushes the story forward a lot. But ultimately, if they decide to, use this as a way, maybe they're using this as a way to write Momoshiki out and implement, because at the end of the day, they can't leave Momoshiki alone like this. But Boruto being dead for a minute, man, it does a lot for the development of the story. Honestly, it does a lot, because then you get to look like, well, how they gonna move forward with characters like Kawaki and and Naruto, everybody else in the village, right? So that's definitely gonna be my next video discussion. Basically, how should we push forward at the heat of the moment? Because right now this is just speculation. Should Boruto stay dead? Shouldn't he stay dead? Yes or no? Me just give me all my thoughts on how I feel the story could go if or he isn't. Meaning, basically, if he just basically gonna come back and it's not really anything crazy, like chapter 67, Boruto's up and kicking again, or like they're gonna go 67, maybe chapter 68, and not bring Boruto back around until 69 or maybe early 70 or shit like that. Then I'm like, all right, now we talking some real business, But ultimately, like, just the story itself, like, how is it even gonna go forward? Because even if Boruto isn't dead, like, this shit still happened, like. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, like, really, definitely, what's next, especially after the events of chapter 66, like, immediately? Like, how's Naruto gonna take this? His approach gonna be, how's this messing with Kawaki's head? Like, is this karma still influencing his attitude, making him relapse in all of the progress he's made previously up until this point with me and Naruto, But at the end of the day, it all makes sense once we figure out chapter 67, if Boruto's gonna be able to open his eyes again, or like, yeah, it's bye-bye, my friend. Until my next video, holla at your boy. I'm gonna holla at y'all, Black Tree out 3. Don't forget to comment below, leave your thoughts below, share the video with your friends, and what are your anticipations? Do y'all really believe Boruto should stay dead? Do y'all believe he shouldn't be dead? Do y'all believe, like, what good it can do for the story versus what good it maybe can't do? Leave your thoughts below. And then until my next video, holla at your boy. I'm holla at y'all, Black Tree out. Yes, sir.
Hey, can we take a trip to the sky? Show them that our limit's too high. Cocoa butter hips on the west side. She said